Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show to recap the NASCAR Xfinity series race that happened today at Rockingham. And I mean, besides the wreck fest it turned into stage 3 with people running fuel and big wrecks happening, I thought other than that it was pretty good. And besides that incident at the start of the race, I'm not gonna say Williams Walsh is innocent because he didn't run her over. I don't know. I mean, when you're going, I don't know how much slower she was going, but she had been going like 20-30 miles an hour slower. Joey A said did a hell of a job. Yeah, she did a hell of a job getting lapped in 50 laps. I tried to defend her after the incident at Phoenix. Took out Suarez where he was running top 5, I think. But I swear, some of you do not keep consistency. Dipshits will crucify any other slow lapped car that bought a ride. Because, I mean, she bought this ride. They should have just kept JJ in it. Because at least he wouldn't tear the car up. And yet defend leg left and right. You can't say a woman in racing is bad without being called sexist. She's good everywhere else besides NASCAR. She just ain't gonna be good. Like, I mean, I guess it was Walsh's fault he didn't run her over, but I just don't know if she should run at the ovals like this. Because, I mean, at least the other slow cars get out of the way. And I do get that. Didn't have any other problem, but she didn't have any problem with anybody else. But like, some of you need to get a life. Defending Catherine Legg. But the racing, besides the third stage where it turned into a wreck fest, looked pretty fun. I thought it was a good weekend overall for Rockingham with trucks and Xfinity, and looks fun. Please remind me, I truly don't remember, why did NASCAR ever leave this place? Progress, I was told. I guess it was low attendance and other tracks paying more money to host. I don't know. The track was sold and new owners moved the date elsewhere, which was a shame because while it's old, the track itself is one of the best with a long history of great racing. The racing was actually pretty good. But it did turn into a bit of a shit show like Martinsville did, but between fuel saving and then that, it's kind of what turned into a shit show. But that's how all these Xfinity races end now, so wasn't really surprised. That's why I'm not on here ranting about it. I'm not really ranting about the Catherine Legg incident either, but I just thought apart from that, I thought the race, those two things really, to me, the race is pretty great. Like, you can get behind a guy, kind of get him loose, with the air. And hell, a few people are even making the second lane work to pass for position. Good thing Cup isn't racing here. And this is real NASCAR racing, not that stupid crap you see from that stupid next-gen car on almost every stupid Sunday. This is real racing where you can actually get people loose without hitting them. But back to that Catherine Legg incident, I don't know. She DNQ'd, she shouldn't have been able to bought that ride. But I mean, I'm not a fan of Walsh. He definitely could have made that situation better. But she did not run the high lane like she said. She almost ran the 48 onto the apron before that, leaving only exactly one lane at a track like this when you were that slow is ridiculous. As far off pace as she was, it didn't matter how much she 18 lifted since she was on the very bottom. And some people, and when you're on the bottom like that, you get tight. She apparently has zero situational awareness. But yeah, the simps are out to defend her. But they won't defend any other slow lapped cars. That's telling. But I don't know. I mean, she split the inside and outside. Really think she's in over her head out there. if you watch the 48 going around her on the entry, he's damn near on the apron with how far down she is. There's another lane and a half to the outside she could have used and still been in a groove. Or she shouldn't even been out there. But well, she can buy that ride. Jamie McMurray got caught on the hot mic coming back from commercial. But you can't say a woman in racing is bad without being called sexist. And yes, I'm salty because Casey Kane was also involved and ruined his day because he looked to be one of the fastest cars near the end of that run and pretty much ruined his day. I mean, he's still going to be able to get top 15 after being in another incident not of his doing. Casey Kane, welcome back. Casey Kane, bad luck. Welcome back. And yes, once again, I am salty that Casey Kane was in that wreck. Ruined Casey's day with her slow ass being out there undeservingly. Is she supposed to be what normal drivers would look like out there? Bought her way into the race because she wasn't good enough to qualify, then ruined the race of I'd say one person worth a damn. Swatch ain't worth a damn. The NASCAR media, but if the NASCAR media white nice defender today, then you've lost all respect for me. She did a hell of a job. Yeah, did a hell of a job getting lapped. You should have, I bet you should have kept Mr. Yaley in that car. She wasn't even at fucking minimum speed, goddamn roadblock out there. I mean, Swash does drive in over his head, too. Doing great. She was driving slower than a grandma headed to Easter church, dude. NASCAR isn't for everyone, and she's on that list. Go race another series where you're really good at. NASCAR experiment ain't gonna work. She parks in, or I'll correct for you, parks in the middle of the turn and takes out Casey Kane. Like, get her out of race cars, my God. You can't lock them up basically in front of the leaders. Then we had to pay for it watching Casey Kane get in. She's great in other series, but NASCAR Olds, I don't think it's going to be in her thing. There's other motorsports that she's good. She was just hazardly off the pace. I'm not saying Swash doesn't bear some blame, because yeah, he wrecked her. But you know who gets the most out of a race car without tearing it up with these smaller teams? J.J. Yaley. If I was him, I'd be furious. That's just ridiculous. Hit 2 lead cars. Pay driver did pay driver things. Shit's rough. And pay driver's always been a thing, but still. Driving chicane takes out the leaders. No offense to her ability to drive a car, because she can drive a car. Not NASCAR, but other series. This happened to Warriors at Phoenix as well. She's just slow as fucking in the way. Bullshit, man. My number one fear when I heard she's in this race, I'm like, oh boy, she's gonna happen to take out one of my favorites. Yes, I'm a Casey Kane fan. Wait, so long to see him race again. Because I've seen Dale Jr., Chase Elliott fan, but I still like Casey Kane. And, of course, he gets in the wreck. I mean, I guess Walsh just ran into her, but she shouldn't have been out there anyways. Also, the other thing was Rockingham's less than 2 hours away from Charlotte, and there's no excuse for the CW and Fox to not be at the track this weekend, instead doing remote booths. Like, why aren't they at the track? Why are they not at these tracks? Like, dude. Oh, boo-hoo, they have to travel. Well, then don't sign up to broadcast. But besides that, chaos near the end of stage 1 and wreckfest really in stage 3. All the racing, the actual racing was actually pretty good. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. So let's go over all the notes. First 2 stages will be quick, but then we get that 3rd stage. Stage 1, some dude named Salas crashed, don't know who that is, and then the leg, and Casey Kane, and Swalloch deal. And then Sanchez wins stage 1. So, some points there for him. Get my results pulled up. Stage 2, Sheldon Creed and Justin Bonsinger crashed. And then Bonsinger did crash again. So, waste of another person. That's a waste of a ride. He can't even run with JGR. And he takes Sheldon Creed out with him. Typical. Stage 3 is where it starts. Dean Thompson won stage 2. That tells you the shit show is about to happen. So Greg Van Oss spins to start stage 3, and William Swalloch spins. Had an incident, 3 wide. It spun, and Josh Williams got collected a little bit. Stage 3, Patrick Emmerling crashed. Justin Bonsinger crashed again. He was done for the day. And then Kyle Sieg and Ryan Ellis had an incident. Then Blaine Perkins had a flat tire. And then Daniel Dye, Casey Kane, and Josh Palicki with an incident. Second incident for Kane. But he still come back to get a good finish out of this. So. And then we got a massive crash. Second to last, or I think third to last restart. I don't know. Big crash. Christian Eckes runs out of gas. Collect a bunch of drivers. Carson Quaffle, Brandon Jones, Eckes himself, Ryan Sieg, Allgaier, Eckes. It was really unfortunate, man. Especially for Ryan Sieg. We can't have anything with NASCAR this year. We can't get one decent winner. Besides Josh Berry at Vegas, we haven't got one decent winner in any series this year. I thought we were going to have a chance with Ryan Sieg, and then fuel stumbles, and he gets that big pile up. It's really unfortunate, man. Ryan Sieg deserves better. But Alfred Prime put 2 cars in the top 5, which is pretty cool. But yeah, there's that big crash. Mayer, Zillich. Zillich was able to save it. If your Mayer ran out of fuel and Zillich got loose on the inside of Jeb Burton, they all saved it. But then Mayer, Chris Wright, Matty D were involved. Chris Wright, of course. But Jesse Love gets the lead on the restart, passes Sammy Smith and gets the win. So yeah, Jesse Love gets the win. I think he had the fastest car, but still not a good winner for me. If we do not get underdog winner at Talladega, then I don't know about this season. But Jesse Love gets the win. Sammy Smith second. Parker Retzloff third. Remind me why these guys have a better ride again. Harrison Burton fourth. Brennan Poole fifth. How about that? 2 Alpha Prime cars in the top 5 and Harry B. Taylor Gray 6th. Austin Hill 7th. Josh Williams 8th. Jeb Burton 9th. Daniel Dye in the top 10. Jeremy Clements 11th. Dean Thompson 12th. Brandon Jones 13th. Connor Zillich 14th. Casey Kane 15th. So, good top 15, I guess. Anthony Alfredo 16th. Carson Quaff 17th. Josh Blakey 18th. Ryan Sieg 19th. Patrick Emmerling 20th. Kyle Sieg 21st. Allgaier 22nd. Smithley 23rd. Eckes 24th. Salas 25th. Swalloch 26th. Mayer 27th. DB 20th. Chris Wright 29th. Andy Zeta 30th. Austin Green 31st. Sanchez 32nd. He was also in one of those incidents. Perkins 33rd. Ellis 34th. GVA 35th. Bonsinger 36th. Creed 37th. Catherine Legg in 38th in last place. So, yeah, good race. Leave a like, subscribe for more, and just come out. Peace.